Hey, what's going on everyone? Hawks21 here, back with another Splinterlands video. So, as you guys know, I've been trying to run this Splinterlands Madness tournament in honor of March Madness. And I gotta say, I made some mistakes. So, after talking with my community, all the people in my Discord, I got some feedback, and we're going to try this again. I've made some changes. I want to be more clear about some things. And the changes I've made, they've already started to pay off. I already have more people in the tournament than I did previously. And I haven't even publicly announced it yet. I only told some of the people in my Discord. So I have much higher hopes for the success now than I did in the original version of this. So let's go over where I went wrong. First, there was a misunderstanding. I misunderstood the appetite for a tournament like this. So generally with bracket tournaments, most people don't make their money back. Right? If you think about the NCAA tournament, most teams, right, don't make the Elite Eight. Only 8 make the Elite Eight. Most teams don't make the Final Four. There's a few teams that get sort of the big prizes in an NCAA tournament, whatever you consider that to be, right? Most of the teams get knocked out in round 1 or get knocked out in round 2, right? Most of the tournaments in Splinterlands, though, right now, if you put in 2 SPS, you're basically guaranteed to get your SPS back. So a lot of the people who play Splinterlands tournaments are used to basically not risking anything to participate in these tournaments. Unfortunately, I'm not a company with a ton of money, so I can't front everyone in tournaments like this, like Splinterlands can. That's not to say people didn't understand the tournament. It's to say I made an error in how I priced it. So that's part number 1. I priced this way too high. People realized, and it's not like I was trying to hide it, you needed to make the later rounds to get a big return from joining this tournament, right? Part of doing a bracket like this is for fun. It's to hype up the matchups. It's to talk about the matchups. It's to see if any smaller player can upset a huge content creator or one of the best players in the game. And people, I think, are willing to participate in a tournament like this, but the way I priced it was too high. It cut off the appetite for fun. People are willing to pay for fun, but not as much as I was asking them to pay. $10 and $5 was far too big of an entry fee. So the first change I made, we come down here to entry fee, I significantly reduced by 10x the entry fee. So now for Diamond, we're talking a 1,000 DEC entry. For Silver, a 500 DEC entry. So instead of $10, $1. Instead of $5, 50 cents. Bird Game members still get 25% off their entry fee. So that's step number 1. The price point is now more in line with what someone would be willing to pay for something that is most likely going to be fun and has a chance to pay off. Related to this is part number 2. And that is, people wanted to be profitable around earlier. I think some would want to be profitable way more than around earlier, but again, the art of this tournament is the big payoffs come later. But I took that advice from people and reshifted the current prizes. So again, you get paid out all of these, right? So when you make the bracket, you get 200 DEC. When you make the round of 32, you get 250 DEC. When you make Sweet 16, you get 1,000 DEC. So if you make the Sweet 16, you get all 3 of these prizes. So you get 1,450, which would be profitable on your 1,000. So instead of the Elite 8 being profitable, the Sweet 16 is now profitable and would be a 40% return. I also upped the ratios here where you can get almost half your money back if you make the round of 32. The other thing I want to stress, I am going to be giving out a lot of bonus prizes for upsets and my favorite battles. I'm going to be making videos, I'm going to be making content. If I'm including your series or your bracket matchup in my content, both the winner and loser is going to be rewarded with DEC. So it's not just these. Participating in this is going to potentially give you the chance to earn more of that. That brings me to mistake number 3. I was not clear enough about the economics of what it looks like from my side. So a lot of people, I don't know if they thought I was doing this to make DEC or if I was going to have a ton of DEC coming to me. That is certainly not the case. So I wanted to spell this out quickly here. We'll do a quick Excel math. So up here is all the prizes, right? So make bracket, 200 DEC to 64 people. This is how much I would give out. 12, almost 13K DEC for both. And then here's the silver one, here's the diamond one. So in total, in diamond, I'm going to be giving out almost 79K DEC. In silver, I'm going to be giving out almost 40K DEC. So I'm giving this out regardless, assuming the tournament runs. Now let's look at the entry fees I'm bringing in. So what happens if we only get to 32 people? Well, in this case, for diamond, I would lose almost 47K DEC. Silver, I would lose 23K DEC and some change. If we get 64, I'm losing 15K DEC and 7.5K DEC here. If we get 100 people to join, I would technically be up 20K DEC, up 10K DEC. I say technically because if we get 100 people, most, if not all of this extra DEC will be given away. I will be more generous in giving it away. The reason why I have to set these prizes the way they are is because if we hit 32, you can see I'm on the hook for a bunch of DEC. Now, our great sponsor, Immortal Creed, is helping me fill this gap. Without them, I would not be able to run this tournament. But this is not a profit-making venture for me. This is a community-building, fun exercise. So, being more clear about this not being clear about this, I think was a mistake I made originally when talking about the tournament. The last two more mistakes. Sorry, I made a lot of errors. Sorry, it's gonna end up being long because I didn't do a very good job. So, 2 other things. If you come down here, you will now see these are scheduled for March 23rd. One of the other complaints was there was not enough time between announcement and the tournament for people to get DEC ready. So there were a bunch of people, it wouldn't have got to enough to run the tournament, so it wouldn't have mattered, but there was a bunch of people who said, hey, I'm down to participate, but, we don't get a lot of DEC from the game anymore, right? It's not like you get DEC from battles or, there's very few ways to get DEC. I need some time to get together 10,000 DEC to join Diamond. So, number 4, it's now almost a full week, 6 days. Combine that with the lower DEC price, and now I think people will have more time to get this DEC together to join. The 5th thing was I made the tournaments wild. And so I did that originally because the challenges need to be done in wild format, which is what happens after the seeding tournaments. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to police the battles and just make sure that no wild cards get played. So I'm going to take that on myself. Wild, I think, was intimidating for a lot of people. Again, especially at the 10,000 DEC price point, especially at the 5,000 DEC price point. That was the core issue. I priced it way too high. And all of the things that I'm talking about afterwards, whether it be sort of the stressing that, this is a community building event where a few people are going to make a ton of DEC, and you can pick up some DEC along the way. Whether it be me being unclear about the economics of it from my side, the lack of time to raise DEC, a lot of those would have been solved if my pricing was lower. So that is the core of it. The pricing is now much, 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 much lower, and I think more in line for this style of tournament. So I'm very happy where we're currently at. And as you can see, we already have more people in the tournaments at this price point than we did last time. So I'm very confident we're going to be able to fill up the necessary slots to run it. I'm super excited about the changes we made. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm glad it's going to run. The last thing I want to do is thank the sponsor, Immortal Creed. Their card pack presale goes live today, March 17th. And what I'm going to do, because this has obviously been a bit of a mess having to redo the tournaments, you're going to see a full video of me going through their presale, walking you through their presale. Maybe I buy some packs. We'll see. Maybe I buy some packs and give away some packs. I think there's a pretty good chance that happens. Wink, wink, wink. And then I'm going to play a battle. So you're going to see that in its own separate video. Once again, thank you to Immortal Creed. They've been awesome through all of this. Their pre-sale, March 17th. Look out for that video. If you want to get some free packs of a brand new game that's coming out, get some free alpha version packs of Immortal Creed. Look out for that video. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. Thank you for your patience. Again, I'm so sorry about the mistakes I made early on in pricing this and all of that stuff. I made a ton of miscalculations. I was able to talk to my community, get feedback, and implement a lot of the changes necessary to hopefully make this tournament more friendly to more people. So I look forward to having more people in here joining. I'm excited to run this. It's going to be some awesome content. It's just going to be great. So if you have any more questions about this, please don't hesitate. I'm happy to help, whether it be commenting here, asking me on Twitter, asking me on my Discord. Let me know. I might have made another mistake. I might have to do this all over again. So that's it. I'm rambling now. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys join the tournament. They're going to be a lot of fun. Splinterlands Madness Round 2. Let's see if it works out this time. All right, I will talk to you guys soon and see you around the game.